Welcome. Tonight we decode Kaspa's chaos, cutting the noise to deliver a clear outlook and strategy. First, the landscape. Money meets machines, risk, reward, and relentless volatility collide. Traders watch charts. We'll link signals to fundamentals so you can judge probabilities, not headlines. With Kaspa's market sending more mixed signals than a broken traffic light, everyone's asking the same thing. Where is the price going? Are we looking at a massive breakout, or is there more pain on the horizon? The price has been a roller coaster, and honestly, the charts are painting a picture of serious indecision. Some analyses show a market gripped by fear, with the fear and greed index hovering in extreme fear territory. Yet, other trackers consistently show Kaspa as a top pick for a bullish outlook, even with the price struggling. This is the headache for investors right now, a sea of conflicting data. In this video, we're going to cut through that noise. We'll look at the key technical signs, the fundamental strengths of the project, and what the analysts are forecasting to give you a clear, no-nonsense outlook on Kaspa's potential in the years ahead. We'll even explore what could send the price to pennies or launch it toward dollars. So, stick around to get the full story. Stick around. Key levels, scenarios, and my plan ahead, distilled into simple, actionable takeaways. The fundamental case for Kaspa. Before we get bogged down in the charts, let's talk about what Kaspa actually is and why it's got so many people excited. You can't make a smart investment without looking under the hood at the fundamentals. Kaspa's whole mission is to solve the blockchain trilemma, that age-old challenge of building a network that's secure, decentralized, and scalable all at once. Its answer is a pretty revolutionary technology called a block DAG, which is powered by the Ghost DAG protocol. Let's break that down. Unlike a traditional blockchain like Bitcoin that builds a single, slow-moving chain of blocks, Kaspa's block DAG is more like a multi-lane superhighway. It allows multiple blocks to be created and confirmed at the same time, which means far faster transaction speeds. Compared with slower chains, Kaspa confirms transactions noticeably quicker, reaching finality in moments. Now, what's amazing is that it achieves this speed without giving up the stuff that makes Bitcoin great: proof-of-work security and decentralization. The Ghost DAG protocol makes sure that even with all those parallel blocks, there's a secure way to order every transaction and prevent any double spending. On top of that, Kaspa had one of the fairest launches in crypto history. There was no pre-mine, no pre-sale, and no coins handed out to VCs or insiders. Every single coin came into existence through mining, making it a true community project from the get-go. This blend of killer tech and a commitment to decentralization is the heart of the bull case for Kaspa. The project is also growing, with Layer 2 solutions, like the IGRA network, aiming to bring smart contracts to the ecosystem, which could open the floodgates for DeFi and dApps. Technical analysis: what the charts are telling us now. Okay, let's turn to the charts because they're telling a much more complicated and frankly, messy story at the moment. As of now, Kaspa is hovering near recent lows. This is a make-or-break moment. The price is currently stuck below key moving averages across time frames. When those align, it's a classic signal that bears are in control. The momentum indicators, they're all over the place. Tools like the MACD and ADX suggest weak momentum with a bearish tilt. But others like the RSI and CCI are near oversold territory, which could mean a rebound is on the cards. This tension comes from bearish momentum signals, while conditions also look ripe for a potential bounce. The key levels to watch are crystal clear. There's a big wall of resistance overhead. A clean break above that, especially with strong trading volume, would be a huge bullish signal. On the other side, we have critical support below. If the price breaks down from there, analysts warn we could see a slide to the next major support zone. Some analyses give an upside breakout a low probability, suggesting we're more likely to see a sideways grind or a further drop in the near future. Interestingly, the recent price drop seems to be more about thin liquidity and leveraged traders getting flushed out rather than long-term believers panic selling. This suggests that while traders are feeling bearish, the core community is holding strong. Price outlook. So, with strong fundamentals but painful-looking charts, where do the experts see Kaspa heading next? This is where things get wild, and the forecasts are all over the map. On the more cautious side, projections that focus heavily on current technical trends see a challenging period ahead, with muted upside if the bearish mood lingers. These predictions basically say that if the current funk continues, don't expect fireworks. In the middle, things get more interesting. Some analysis points to a constructive year with potential for steady climbs. Others project a wider band of outcomes. Another view, based on broader market recovery scenarios, suggests significantly higher targets if the total crypto market expands meaningfully. These forecasts bet on a wider recovery and Kaspa's tech gaining recognition. Then, you have the really optimistic camp. Some long-term believers and community members are throwing out seriously ambitious targets, imagining multi-dollar outcomes. These ideas are based on Kaspa not just following the market, but outperforming as its unique value gets more widely understood. The massive gap between conservative and optimistic views really shows the split we talked about. The bears are staring at the charts, while the bulls are looking at the tech and the long-term vision. Long-term outlook. The coming years and beyond. Looking even further out, the predictions get more speculative, but they all hinge on one thing: Kaspa's technology leading to massive adoption. Looking ahead, the split continues. Some see moderate growth as adoption improves. Other projections based on modest trends suggest prices staying closer to current levels until catalysts emerge. As we approach the end of the decade, the bull scenarios become truly staggering. Some analyses project substantial appreciation based on continued adoption, and Kaspa carving out a bigger piece of the market. The most extreme cases imagine Kaspa becoming a major player in global payments. Now, it's really important to take these long-term ideas with a huge grain of salt. They're algorithmic guesses based on current data and big assumptions. Still, they hint at the incredible potential that enthusiasts see in Kaspa's core technology. My strategy in navigating the uncertainty. So, how do you even begin to navigate this? This isn't financial advice, but I'm happy to share how I'm personally thinking about an asset like Kaspa. First, I see the huge gap between the incredible fundamentals and the weak price. That tells me one thing above all: patience is key. The market is clearly not pricing in Kaspa's long-term potential right now. It's stuck on macro fears and short-term charts. My strategy is to treat Kaspa as a long-term, high-risk, high-reward play. With the charts looking so bearish, I'm not rushing in to build a huge position. Instead, I'm dollar-cost averaging with small, regular buys. This lets me build a stake over time without getting wrecked by the current volatility. I'm keeping a close eye on those key levels we talked about. A solid break and hold above that resistance zone would be a sign for me to maybe get a little more aggressive. On the flip side, a drop toward deeper support could be a major buying opportunity, as long as the project's fundamentals are still intact. But the most important part of my strategy is just to keep learning. I'm watching for real-world progress. Is the hash rate growing? Is the developer community active? Are cool new projects actually being built on Kaspa? At the end of the day, those are the things that will drive the price, no matter what the short-term charts say. I'm curious, what are your price predictions for Kaspa? Let me know in the comments below. Before the wrap, feel the momentum, tech, community, and markets converging on Kaspa's next moves. To wrap it all up, Kaspa is at a major crossroads. On one hand, you have world-class technology that claims to solve the blockchain trilemma, a super fair launch, and a passionate community. That's a recipe for a powerful long-term bull case. On the other hand, the market today is telling a story of fear and uncertainty. The price is down, the charts look bearish for now, and the path of least resistance in the short term seems to be sideways or even lower. Kaspa's future value really boils down to one question. Will the market wake up and start pricing in the fundamentals, or will the gloomy charts keep dragging it down? Current predictions show this perfectly, with outlooks ranging from further weakness to a hopeful rise if momentum returns. Here's the key takeaway. Kaspa probably isn't a quick flip. It's a long-term bet on revolutionary technology. The road ahead is almost guaranteed to be volatile. There will be pumps and there will be dumps, but the project's ultimate success will come down to its ability to build a real, thriving ecosystem and get people to actually use it. Thanks for watching. If you got value from this deep dive, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, please do your own research. This is not financial advice.